Eminence. Go throw them knees up in the air.
9, 8, 7. We have a go for main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff.
I've been waiting all week for some SFL action. On a big screen, I feel like I'm Ashley Jackson. Quarterback sneak, 4th and 3, man, what's happening? Touchdown, championships trying to stack up. I've been waiting all week for some SFL action. On a big screen, I feel like I'm Ashley Jackson. Quarterback sneak, 4th and 3, man, what's happening? Touchdown, championships trying to stack up. Rushing like a bullet into the end zone. Defense, hold up, no scoring in the red zone. Throwing up pick 6, I feel like I'm Josh Rowe. Throwing downs over the shoulder, think I'm Jack Winmo. I need me back to back, trying to be like Vulture. Cause a storm, cause I'm mighty, it's in the culture. Esports TV, YouTube, Twitch, SFL Live, tuning you don't wanna miss. I've been waiting all week for some SFL action. On a big screen, I feel like I'm Ashley Jackson. Quarterback sneak, 4th and 3, man, what's happening? Touchdown, championships trying to stack up. I've been waiting all week for some SFL action. On a big screen, I feel like I'm Ashley Jackson. Quarterback sneak, 4th and 3, man, what's happening? Touchdown, championships trying to stack them. Next level like my entertainment. NXT on the stream, 8 p.m. on the beat. Catch me on the cam like I'm SFL commish. Yeah, you only got one chance, you can never miss. For the glory, revolution, feel my fury. Cause I'm a legend out in Canton, and I'm playing with dragons. I'm the king of this legion. SFL action, tuning this season. I've been waiting all week for some SFL action. On a big screen, I feel like I'm Ashley Jackson. Quarterback sneak, 4th and 3, man, what's happening? Touchdown, championships trying to stack. I've been waiting all week for some SFL action. On a big screen, I feel like I'm Ashley Jackson. Quarterback sneak, 4th and 3, man, what's happening? Touchdown, championships trying to stack. I've been waiting all.
Recording in progress.
What is up, SFL Nation? And we're back with our 4th and Go interview. Basically, this is going to be the show, guys. I have a whole host of interviews that I'm going to be doing tonight, just to kind of change things up, do something a little different, give people a look inside of locker rooms and different personalities that make up SFL. Tonight, we're going to start off with some good friends of mine from the Alamo City Artillery. I do have Mr. Gunny McGuire, Mr. Raymond Yay, and Mr. Balmer Jr., a.k.a. Thick and Woozy.
Thick and what now?
How you say it, Ray?
Thick and juicy.
There you go. That's all. Hey, I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna say it right.
I think but you got an E in there, and I'm trying to figure out, bro.
Yeah, that's why it's thick and juicy.
I'm too white to say it. I'll stick with Bo Martin Jr.
I mean, do you know? Okay, so you know who the tight end in the NFL? His name is Njoku, right?
Yeah.
That's the same thing. His name starts with an N.
God,
but instead of Njoku, it's Njuzi.
I can't with you. That's a whole nother thing.
I'm gonna have to educate y'all on your African heritage.
Is that what that was? Okay.
Yeah. My ancestors.
Oh, okay. Which tribe? Which?
What'd you say?
Which tribe was it?
Tribe. I didn't say Indian. I said African first of all. Okay. And you wouldn't know the pick. You think that's the only tribe in Africa?
No, man, that was just an example. I would have been a pygmy because I'm short, but we'll go through that. We'll.
Yeah, we'll go through that.
But welcome, guys. I'm so glad to have all of you on the show, man. It has been a heck of a season for all of us. This is the ending of the era of 2K8, and we're going to be going into 2K4. And
I missed it.
Right. Well, do you?
No.
Calls. But so we're just going to talk about kind of like reviewing the season up till now, and talking about your standings. I believe y'all guys are, according to the website, number 15, and you still have a chance to make the playoffs. So we're going to talk about all that tonight. But first, Gunny, it has been a long time since you've been on the show. I think I spent one of my New Year's Eves with you the last time we were on together. So
I have no clue, but it has been a while. Yes.
yeah, I think we both had a little to drink. But welcome back. Give people that don't know you or that haven't seen our show before, give us a little bit of information about yourself, like some interesting facts.
Gunny McGuire, named after my rank in the military, United States Marine Corps, 14-year veteran. The McGuire is my dad's middle name. Mickey was his nickname, so that is my player name, Mickey McGuire, number 38, the year he was born. So my name is in memory of my dad. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, been here all 54 years of my life.
You ever think about moving somewhere else?
Once she comes around and scoops me off my feet, I'll go wherever she takes me.
Ooh, okay.
I like it.
Notice. So, where did you get Gunny from then?
That was my rank in the military.
Oh, you did just say that. Okay, sorry. Work brain still there. My bad. Rain, for those that did not see our interview many moons ago.
Yes.
Give us some information about yourself. A few interesting facts.
Well, according to Zoom, it would be Alvin Reaux, named after my grandfather to my dad, and now me. So, Rain was the name I had back in school because I used to be a Sean Kemp fan. So, everything about Sean Kemp, from the haircut, I was trying to emulate all the dunks, with half of them weren't realistic, but I tried. So Rain was the name that they gave me. All my friends call me Rain. And Reaux is actually my last name from New Orleans, Louisiana. So I'm a New Orleans guy.
Okay. You a New Orleans guy with a Braves shirt on, huh?
Yes, because that's the only thing that's the only baseball team that's sold in New Orleans was the Atlanta Braves. So I happen to be a Braves fan.
That's fair.
I got your big thumbs down to the Saints.
Well, that's
you know
true.
what, Gunny? Me and you are friends right now. Don't start that.
But Gunny is right though. I mean, I'm a Bears fan and I'm also a Falcons fan.
Oof.
You gotta choose one, actually.
No, who said that? Where is it written?
Any real football fan would say that.
Thank you.
Where is that written in the Real Fans Football?
It's
book?
in the football fans handbook.
Well, send it to me so I can see it.
Choose a side. You must choose a side.
The red or the blue pill, huh? So, so for those, I'm not sure, you was just on here. I felt like, but for those who get a chance to see that, check that out. What's some interesting facts about you?
For those of y'all who don't know, Bo Martin Jr. is the name. Bo has been my name since I was a wee lad. I used to always get into trouble, and my parents and grandparents used to always have to tell me no. And everything I got into, they would always be like, no. And eventually, they was like, we might as well just call you No. And they was like, well, No's not a name, and Bo was born. And Bo has been my name, like I said, ever since. And interesting fact, I mean, most of everybody probably knows this already, but I am a voiceover actor. And, I've done narration videos, I've done commercials, I've done a few character pieces of character work, et cetera, but just absolutely enjoy it. Born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Hardcore cheesehead, go pack go, green and gold till I'm dead and cold. And cough up them 13 rings, cough them up. And I currently reside in North Carolina.
So how you gonna be a Green Bay fan but you're in North Carolina? How does that work?
Because Green Bay fans are all over the country. I'm never alone. That's how it is when you have a real football team. And I'm not naive enough to say that it's just Green Bay, but especially Green Bay. Listen, when the Green Bay Packers played the Carolina Panthers, I went to the game and it looked like a home game because we travel very well. We represent our squad.
Sticks, mac, and cheese is what y'all do best, okay?
For Brett Favre.
What's that, Gunny?
You're welcome for Brett Favre. We gave him up. We gave him to Green Bay.
You sure did, and that was one of the greatest things Atlanta Falcons ever did.
Oh,
That might be true.
can't stand him sometimes. But on to SFL. You guys are sitting at 6-5, as well as Houston Headhunters. Now, this is going to be your next opponent, and it will put you guys closer to playoff contention if you should win this game. Are y'all kind of worried about Houston at all?
Gunny.
Whoever.
I don't want to lose to Houston 2 times in one season, so I'm hoping this is the battle for a playoff seed. But I do like Houston, DR Sam, Mike St. Green. They got some good guys over there. But yeah, do I want to beat Houston? Absolutely.
Rain.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I want to beat Houston. Mike St. Green is my boy. DR Sims is my boy. But when they say they was the king of the South, I think Alamo City took that really personal right there. I'm talking about, I didn't even believe it. Bo had to sit there and send me the clip. So, therefore, we're going to be the real kings of the South. I can't wait to play them. I hate they beat us the first time, but I'm out for revenge this time.
That's why you did that. Now
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You know, it's funny because Alamo City and Houston are at the bottom of our division this year. And what's really funny is this game feels like a championship type of feel. And records can go out the window. Nobody cares about the record. Both teams could be 1-10 at this point, and we wouldn't care. We will be battling out because that's what Houston and Alamo City has become. It's always a battle. If you look at some of the other teams in our division, you know, like we don't really. Mexico City is a pretty good matchup for us. Fort Worth, you know, I think I'll just leave it at we have the win-loss record versus Fort Worth. But Houston has always been a battle for us. I think it's because we know each other so well. You know, like Rain already said, DR is an awesome guy. You know, Mike St. Green, Mike St. Green is all right too. But they've got a really good squad, and I think that everybody underestimated them, especially after their rough start. But if you go back and look at, I think an interview you and I actually did at the beginning, I said at the end of the season, it was going to come down. Now, I was wrong about who was going to win the division, but I said at the end of the season, the playoffs will be decided by Houston versus Alamo City when I saw the schedule. Now, what I didn't know is it could be a do or die game for us to get in, because 75 might get us in, 6-6 will not, definitely will not. So it just like I said, this is going to be a do or die game for us, and we're excited about it. I think Houston is they've definitely been a bane of our existence for quite some time. DR, when he gets loose in that doggone back, you know, in the field when he gets loose, he's one of the reasons why I'm not a defensive back anymore. Like, I got tired of chasing dude all over the field. But we're going to give it all we got, and I expect us to come out with the W.
Okay. Gunny, why are you a member of the SFL, and why do you choose to stay?
I found the SFL January of 2020, just flipping it around the TV channel, DirectTV, channel 623. I watched a couple games. I joined the Discord. My first contact was Mark Chisholm of the Atlanta Swarm. He's been a good friend to me ever since I joined the league. And it's just the people in the community that I've met. I've met Bo and Rain, each in person, yourself. So it's just the people in the SFL that keep me sticking around.
Gotcha. Okay. Rain, same question.
Well, it was just so happened I was just on YouTube after losing a championship game in Madden. And I was so mad, but when I got on YouTube and I was just watching it, I'm like, what is this? And I remember playing, you know, All-Pro back in my younger days. And it had me so intrigued, I said, let me join the Discord. I happened to talk to a lot of people trying to figure out. Matter of fact, one on with you when I caught you on there. And I was so intrigued. I just wanted to be a part of it. I just had to be a part of the league.
Big and juicy. Why you
She said it right. She said it right.
She said it right. There you go. So for me, my story is pretty well documented. I'm one of the few. I had no idea what the SFL was. I got a phone call from a good friend of mine who I've known for 30 years, by the name of Mike All, and he said, "Hey, I joined this video game football league thing, and you need to join it too. We can have fun together." And I'm like, "What the heck is a video game sim league? What are you talking about?" He was like, "Just join. I'll talk to you about it later." I was like, "All right, well, hey, if he says it's fun and cool, I'll join." So I joined, created a player, had no idea what I even signed up for, had never seen a game, and just kind of took to it because he told me it was a good idea, and that was back at the in between season 14 and season 15. I created my player, and I came in season 15 with the London Knights. I came in, I was a pickup and a week 6 pickup, and spent my first season with the London Knights, and I've been at home ever since here in Lone Star, which is now ACA. And the reason I came because of Mike All, but I stayed because of the community, and specifically Alamo City. I mean, I love the entire SFL community, but specifically Alamo City. I never in a million years expected to bond with these guys and girl like I have. We talk all the time. Like I talk to most of these guys more than I talk to my brother. Like I talk to a lot of these guys more than I talk to, people that I consider in real life friends. And so the bond that we've built in Alamo City, I truly do believe that that's the reason why we are such a great team. The reason why we always, win or lose, we stick together. I think because I feel like we're a family. And so I didn't anticipate sticking around this long, but because of the family, that's why I'm still here.
Okay. For any rookie that's listening, excuse me, out of the 27 teams that are currently in the SFL, what makes Alamo City different?
Did we lose a team? Did we lose a team?
I mean, I wasn't counting y'all if I'm talking about y'all.
Well, if you said out of 27, then you have to include us.
Well,
unless you're not including Arizona. Never mind.
I was gonna say something, but then I'm gonna have to cut it out. But
2018.
Out of all the 28 teams, why is Alamo City the premier spot to be?
Oh, who are you asking?
Everybody. I want everybody's opinion because it means something to everybody. It means something different to everybody.
Rain?
First of all, I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna always say it because we the king of the South. Okay. On to the next. While you ask the question, Alamo City, like Bo said, Alamo City is different. The way we talk in the locker room, the way we talk on game days, we check on each other. It's a family. It's like a family-oriented thing we have. So I just feel like Alamo City is the place to be. I won't leave. So.
Okay. Unless Arizona needs you, then you gonna leave, right?
I'm with both.
Don't put yourself. Don't do that to yourself, Ashley. Don't do it. You're gonna get your feelings hurt.
Oh, really? Weren't you almost okay? Gunny. Gunny, what?
Rain stole a bit of my answer, but it's a family. There's 24 of us in the locker room, only 23 of us on the field, but we have a defensive coordinator, so we count him part of the team too. And even though I have 23 brothers, I have one sister, Tina McGinn. It's just a good time. We're all spread out around the country, and it's just a pleasure to be associated with the team in Alamo City and Lone Star Glory.
Love it. And Bo?
Yeah, it kind of has already been said, but it's everybody. If you ask any team in the SFL if they think they have the best team, they'll tell you they do. So let's keep it real. I mean, a lot of teams can say, "Oh, we're the best team and we got the best locker room," blah blah blah. But I think that if you could actually peek behind every single curtain in the SFL, you would see that they're not all as great as they claim to be. But I think with ACA, it's a bit different. I think that no matter what we say, we cannot express to you how wonderful our team is. Because, I mean, like I said, with everybody saying how great their team is, you don't know who to believe. Sometimes I wish people could actually see how we actually are with each other. And I think there'd probably be an even bigger line out the door of people trying to get in with ACA. I mean, we've got a steady funnel of players trying to get to us. I think the secret may be out a bit. But at the end of the day, the best part about it is it's not based on wins and losses. I mean, again, I'm gonna keep it 100. We're not Baltimore, right? We're not even Arizona, right? So, I mean, we do our best. We always compete. We've made the playoffs every year except for one since I've been in Lone Star / Alamo City. But it's not about wins and losses. I got a feeling that if we lost 10 games, I don't think we'd lose a player, at least not based on our record, because I really truly do feel that we've got something that surpasses just the games. I think more important than that is we have each other, and I think that's what makes Alamo City so very special.
Good deal.
Good point.
So think back to week 1 all the way up until now. What has been one of your favorite games to witness? And that could be either for Alamo City or either any other teams, in the SFL, and what has been one of the worst ball games you've seen since you've been here, in your opinion? And I'm gonna start off with Bo first, because you're always getting Gunny and Rain to go first.
Let's see.
Now remember, it can be your team or it could be somebody else's.
There's actually been quite a few really good games this year. I think that, but of course, one that was special, quote unquote special, but one that I really wanted to win, and it has personal implications rather, was just this one we had this past week when we played Canton. As I've spoken of already, Mike All is a very good friend of mine, and so we have a bit of conversations about our wins and losses, and it's always I would love to play on the same team with Mike, but since I can't, the next best thing is to beat him. So it's always a good time when I play Canton, and it's great to see Canton, when they do well like they did against us. They played a really good game, but it's always good to eke out a win, and we did that, and I'm really happy about that.
Okay, good stuff. Gunny?
I don't really have any particular games per se, but I'm just going to say all the military veterans that I get to play against, from all the armed service to the Marines, Army, Air Force, Navy. It's a pleasure getting to match up against these guys, and I thank them for their service. And also just the South Division. I mean, all the teams, no matter what happens between us and Houston this in week 14, we're all going to finish 500 or above. So, big shout out to the South Division. And it's an honor to play when we play at Mexico City, to play in Estadio Day, Matt Wilson.
Indeed. Rain.
Oh, you picked the right person then. I'm just going to be honest with you. That Baltimore game this season is the worst game I've been a part of. I didn't like that block. I didn't like the game change. But you know what? I moved on. From that game. And the best game I've been a part of, I want to say last year, I got an interception and I made this spin move and took it to the house. Ooh, that was about the best.
He felt that one. He said, "Ooh."
Rain, we need more of that next week.
Oh, my best game gonna come out next week. I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'm changing my name to the King of the South. I don't care. You might write it down. I don't give up, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it PG. Keep it PG. But you know what I'm saying.
Oh my gosh, I can't with y'all. Gentlemen, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years older, hopefully.
5 seasons or 5 years?
No, 5 years. Like,
wow,
that's
a long time.
5 years. But it is seemingly, I mean, we're already in April, so it seems like the years are going by quick.
It's going by quick.
So we will be heading into season 31. That's what you're saying?
Yeah. But this is real life related. Where do you want to be in 5 years, or where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I'm going to be close to retirement by then. I'll be in my mid-60s.
Okay. So you get a chance to relax with your money. Good.
Yeah, hopefully get to travel and do things like that. I don't know. Maybe I'll have Eddie Gage's interception record by that time. Maybe 11 more years.
Eddie Gage's gonna still be playing, so that's
probably true. I'll never catch up.
You're gonna be like the Tom Brady of the league, huh? 5 years. I hope to own my own business. I'm working on it right now. I got a little business started right now. So I work in mental health. Right now, the CEO is Brad Jones, the running back of the team, if nobody know. So I want to own my own business. I want to keep working in mental health. I love my clients. I love everything I do. So that's what I want to do.
That's important because it's a lot of people that just need help, and some people that don't know that they need help, you know, with COVID and being shut in for 2 years and then being reacclimated to the society, and you don't know how to, you know, talk to people. You don't know how to interact with people anymore, or just scared to.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So that's a very noble thing. So
yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for what you do, Rain.
Hey, I love it.
Absolutely.
I love it.
For me, I would say I'd like to be full time at my voiceover work. I do it right now, but I actually still work. I consider myself having 2 full-time jobs. So I work full time as a fraud investigator, and then also I consider my voiceover work to be full time as well. So I do like the fraud investigative side of what I do. I investigate fraud committed against senior citizens. So it's a very, very fulfilling work. But my passion, like I said, is voiceover. So I would love to be able to have the freedom to do that full time. That way I can do that from anywhere in the world. I can log in from Tahiti if I want to, and just do my voiceover like that. So in 5 years, I hope to be full time at that. I hope to have my house paid off. What else? I just hope to be happy and healthy.
good enough for me. Fraud, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, that's also a good one too. I watched this, kind of throwing things off a little bit, but this guy named Kit Boga,
Mm-hmm.
and he scams scammers. So he gets them to call him and act like he's a older person. And then, he has his whole computer set up where it has like spyware, it has different information that he could grab from the scammers, and then he turns.
Oh, wow. You know what? I'll keep this short, but it is an absolute epidemic, the amount of senior citizens who are being taken advantage of for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like this is not, it's not a small issue. Every day, I see hundreds of thousands of dollars disappearing into the wind every day. and it's really sad because once it's gone, these scammers are good at what they do. So not to get off topic, but once it's gone, most of the time that money is gone in the wind. There's no retrieving it. So especially, you know, when these people are giving up their whole life savings because they think they found someone who loves them, or they're being manipulated by thinking their computer has a virus or whatever the case. But it's an absolute epidemic. So please talk to your older loved ones and make sure they know that you know, scams do happen, and they happen often. So before you give anybody access to your money, make sure you run it across somebody else.
Oh, thanks for what you do, because that did happen inside my family.
It happens all the time, Gunny. Way too often.
Well, Gunny, were y'all able to catch? Were you guys able to recover anything? Or?
We know who did it, and all the money was retrieved.
Fantastic. Glad to hear
good. Good.
I got some more fun questions for you guys. Just to kind of get to know who you are as a person and your personalities, you know, so people can actually get a very nice look at our community members. So, what is one thing that you've done in your life that you will never do again? Like, I would not do that again.
I got a couple of those.
All right, Bo, you go first.
All right. So, and I just made this decision. Ironically enough, I just made this decision yesterday. I mean, I kind of already knew I would never do it again, but after watching some YouTube videos yesterday, I was like, you know what? Yeah, I probably shouldn't do that. Own a Python. I used to own a Python, and I was much younger. I was probably about in my early 20s. I was single at the time, and it was a cool thing to do. I was adventurous. I was the bad boy, right? So his name was Shakur. I used to have Shakur around my neck all the time. I would take him with me places. I would take him to like carnivals and festivals. And I mean, I know you would think people would be afraid of it, but they were afraid and drawn to it at the same time. It was the ultimate in chick magnet. People used to want to take pictures with me, and people used to want to, you know, rub it, et cetera, et cetera. But Shakur, I ended up getting rid of Shakur because Shakur bit me one day. And it wasn't his fault. It was my fault because I had let him roam around my house, and he had been out for like 3 days. I had a tank, but I had let him out, and he was roaming around the house for like 3 days. And I guess he got used to being free and didn't want to go back in the tank. So when I reached to pick him up, he didn't like try to wrap me, which was good. He just snapped at me and let me go. But he could have very easily tried to wrap me, but he didn't. But it was at that point I was like, you know what? You really can't tame a snake. And don't get me wrong, I'm still not afraid of snakes like the majority of people would be. I just don't think I would own another one.
I feel that. Listen, I don't think I want one after you told me that story now. Shoot. I saw
a video yesterday. This lady, she went to grab her snake, and it bit her, but then it literally wrapped her arm, and she couldn't get it off. And it started, and you could see her arm turning red, and you could see all the blood, and she couldn't get it off. And so she called her friend, and her friend's literally trying to peel the snake off her. And he's a you know, boa constrictors are so he's just cutting the circulation off her arm. The video ended. To this day, I don't know if she got it. The video cut off. The camera cut off like midway through her trying to get the snake off. But yeah, I don't think I would own another snake.
Moral of the story: don't do it. Gunny,
what was the question? I don't have a good answer.
What is one thing
for time?
What is one thing that you've done in your lifetime that you know you will never do again? Like, I tried it. Nope, that's not for me.
I just wish I never squandered my money. I wish I would have been better with my money. I just wish I would have managed my money a little better and been a little bit more financially secure. I am now, but I wish I would have done it a lot sooner.
Yeah.
I want to jump out of a plane. Now I don't want to do it, but I used to want to do it. I wanted to bungee jump. Never want to do it now. I don't climb as high as I used to. Sometimes I'm wondering how the hell did I become a Marine, but damn proud that I did it. But I don't know if I could do that again, but it sure was fun when I did it.
I know that's right. Rain.
At 38, I felt like because I was 2 years before then, I was still playing semi-pro football. So I was still feeling like I was athletic. So I'm in Atlanta because I'm living there at the time, and I was in the gym running shoot. And I'm playing against all these guys up and running shoot. So for some reason, I still thought I had it. Didn't know I didn't have it, but still thought I had it. So I'm up there blocking some of these guys' shots and everything, knocking down jumpers, and a fast break come by. And I seen this guy coming at me. I jumped, and I thought I was gonna block the guy. Now I realized when I'm in the air, like, why does this guy keep going higher? And I feel like I'm not going nowhere. I honest to God didn't know why NBA players, when they feel like they get dunked on, they turn around and put their arm up like this. When this guy dunked on me, I heard his whole gym like, oh! I gets up off the ground, runs up to this guy. What did you dunk on me? My kids are here. You know what I'm saying? He goes, man, nobody even jumped with me in this gym. I was surprised that you did it. Ended my career. I haven't been on the basketball court since. You know what? I'm telling you, when age hits you, you might as well retire. I don't see how Tom Brady stayed that long.
Because they cheated. But no. Oh God. I can't. Okay. So if you could be a superhero, what power would you have? Like, what would be your go-to power for everything?
Do you have to just pick one, or can we be like?
I'll be lenient and let you do two. You can have two superpowers.
First of all, I'll be Wolverine. You know, you shoot me, I know I'm gonna heal. So I wouldn't care then. You know, and you can't go wrong being the Man of Steel. You know, you die, come back. You die, you come back. Why not be the Man of Steel?
Okay, that works. Well,
I would probably be. This is hard because I want to pick three, but I guess if I can only pick two, I'll pick two. But I like the Wolverine option because, you know, Wolverine is immortal. You know, so that you kind of have to go with Wolverine. Like if he's going to be the basis for whatever else you add, but knowing that, I'm going to tell you my other two. I would choose Phoenix, number one.
Ooh,
because she can do so much. She can read minds, she can fly, she can, you know, she's as strong as all the others. But also I would pick just for the brute strength and power, I would have to go with the Hulk. Would have to.
okay.
So basically you pick three, but you put two.
You like that?
No.
Well, he was inside the guidelines of the rule.
Thank you, Gunny. Gunny, what about you?
I'm not adverse on the superheroes like my two gentlemen teammates are. So I'm going to just say a military
Captain America.
Military personnel.
Captain America.
Yeah, we're superheroes as it is. We don't wear a cape. We got a uniform. We protect our country. We do whatever we need to do.
I can totally see Gunny as Captain America.
Yep.
So, gentlemen, if money was no object, what would you be doing all day?
I just came up with something I totally cannot say. I'm gonna let somebody else go first on that one while I think of a more appropriate answer.
Well, since I'm in Florida, I'll be sitting on the beach all day.
Yeah.
enjoying every view I can see, including the water.
Nicely put. Nicely put. Gunny, what about you?
I would probably live on a cruise ship. Just travel across the world, and you can live on a cruise ship, and that would be my home away from home, and it takes me where I need to go.
I like that, Gunny. I actually heard of somebody doing that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Now, there are some people that actually do that.
Yeah, it's a lot of times it's cheaper than going to a nursing home.
Oh, I've heard that too.
Mm-hmm. I would, if money was no object. This is going to sound very cheesy, but I would do my best to eradicate hunger. I would do my best to, if nothing else, I would do my best to make sure everyone had enough food to eat.
You know what? I like the way you put that. Could you tell me where you're from again?
I live in Charlotte, but
Where are you from?
I'm from Wisconsin.
The cheese?
Born and raised.
So that was very cheesy, but I do like it.
Oh, I see what you did there. I see. Well, in that case, it all makes sense. You would expect me to be a bit cheesy.
Yeah. We like the cheese.
But yeah, that's what I would do if money was no object.
But to also go with what Gunny said, I go on cruises like every year, like either once or twice a year. Just left from Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Grand Turk. In November, I go to Jamaica. Next year is already paid for. I go to Mexico. I already been to so many places. I love going on cruises. That's one of the things.
Guess we know who got the money in the group, huh?
Yeah, Brad. He paid me.
So you still watch reruns of The Love Boat then?
Well, they got the money.
Yeah, cruises are awesome though. They are. I've been on several myself. It's the best vacation you can take.
I agree.
I wouldn't know nothing about that. You know, I'm not rich like y'all. So
you got a good owner. You got a good owner over there.
what does that mean? And I am one of the owners. Y'all would be forgetting. I'm one of the owners in the okay.
I'm talking about the other half of the owner.
Yeah, tell him go ahead and give you an all expenses paid vacation.
I'm for real. Once you win that championship, you know, you deserve a vacation.
Huh?
Motivation.
All right. Well, I'm gonna make sure he watches this episode, so he'll be the one to paying for all of that. So
to be honest, he'll probably agree with it. Be like, Ashley, if you bring me the chip, I'll send you wherever you want to go.
We'll pick the most expensive place. Okay. So, I just lost it. Would you rather live without AC or heat?
Well, I'll take this one first. I'm in Florida. I need AC all day. So the heat, I'm already in. So Gunny, you're next.
All right. I did cold weather training and desert training. I would rather be hot than cold. So I'll take the heat.
Really? Okay.
That's a very interesting theory or philosophy there, Gunny. But let's be honest. You can put on clothes all day long, but it's only so much you can take off.
That is true.
Depends on where
the problem with that is, even if you take it all off, you can still be hot.
Yeah.
My point is, you can continue to put on clothes till you get warm, but there's only so much you can take off.
Yeah.
So if I got to pick, I'd rather be without heat than be without AC, because if I need to bundle up to stay warm, I just bundle up. But there's nothing more uncomfortable being hot, and ain't nothing you can do about it.
Ooh.
What is your favorite family holiday tradition?
I don't really celebrate holidays, so I don't really have a favorite holiday tradition. But I will say that it kind of goes hand in hand with what we were just talking about. My family, for the last, before COVID, for the last like 4 or 5 years, we've had our family reunion on a cruise ship, and so we've done a family reunion cruise for the last 5 years, and it's just absolutely phenomenal. We get together, we take over, because I got a really big family. My dad was one of 15 kids, and so we literally take over the cruise ship. Like it was like 50 of us on one cruise ship, and so that would be my favorite tradition.
Okay. Gunny?
Well,
Rain?
Well, we don't have to just bring like a holiday in.
No, you can say something traditional, just like both.
Mine is Mardi Gras. It's like the family comes together. It's like they celebrate everything. Mardi Gras is what everybody loves to come out at. So, being a New Orleans guy, that would be like my favorite time. Like my favorite time of the year, even though I don't even go half the time. I be calling what happening now, So yeah, Mardi Gras is probably my favorite.
Okay. And Gunny?
I'm the opposite of Bo. I have a really small family, so each Christmas I make out cue cards of letters to match where we're going to take the next family vacation, and I scramble them up, and my nephews and nieces have to figure out where the next destination is for the summer trip for that trip of the year. So to keep a tradition together of the family vacation, I plan out the family vacation at Christmas every year.
That's cool.
I like that.
We did Gatlinburg one year. We did the beach last year. We've been wanting to do a cruise because of COVID. It kind of stopped that right now. So we might do a snow skiing trip one year. So we got a few plans in the making.
Okay. Good deal. I got like 2 more questions for y'all. What is the best and worst gift you've ever received?
Okay. Worst gift I ever just received, but it was the fact that it was the worst gift. It was like I knew what to expect, like every single year. My great grandmother give us socks every year.
I thought you was gonna say she would give you one sock a year. I was gonna be like, dang.
No, but it's basically it's one sock. It's a sock. She opened up the package, give us a pair of socks a piece. And every time I used to look at my mom, I look at my mom like, we already know what the gift's gonna be. I don't even want to open this, But I always be surprised. This is what I always wanted, But my grandma and great grandmother, I didn't even want to go there because I knew what the gift was gonna be. The greatest gift I got was being born, because life is the greatest gift of it all.
Nice. Good one. Okay. Gunny, what about you? Best and worst gift?
I can't remember like a worst gift, but I'm just going to go with a couple gag gifts I've received from work a couple times. One year I won the raffle of a 2-pound gummy bear.
Whoa.
So I gave that to my niece, so I'm glad she enjoyed it. And another time I got it was a $5 gift. I got a 5-pound bag of dog food, which I didn't use that either. Best gift, I like Rain's answer, but just the time I get this, that was our biggest holiday. So the time I got to spend with my brother, sister, my mom and dad, family time.
Best gift. Well, Rain already talked about life, so that I can't use that one. Although that is the best gift. But I actually did when I was in college, I did we had a report on the greatest gift I ever received, and I had said that I titled it the second greatest gift that I ever received, and the reason why it was so important to me, because like Rain said, the most important gift was life. But the second would have been the first had it been able to, but I could not have had the second without the first, if that makes sense. So the second greatest gift I ever received was my wife.
Ooh, mouthful. Like it.
Mm-hmm.
She gonna melt when she sees this.
And the irony is she'll never see it. So, but
just clip it and show it.
But she knows. I've told her many times. She knows. She read the report, so she knows.
Can't get enough of that thick and juicy.
Hey, it'll be 20 years in May.
Man.
20 years. Jeez.
Yes, sir.
I gotta hope I make it that long.
Last question for y'all. If you can explore in depth the ocean or space, which one would you choose and why?
Ooh, that's a very good question.
Well, you said it was a very good question. Give us a very good answer.
I mean, I was okay. So I hate to be both sides of the fence, but there's advantages to both, right? So, I'll just talk about the advantages of both. See, that's why you shouldn't have let me go first, Rain.
And then after you talk about the advantages of both, can you pick one?
maybe. But the advantages of exploring space is that it's infinite. There's no end to space. You can explore space forever and ever. You never know what you'll find out there. It goes on, and you will probably never see the same thing twice. So the advantage of space is you can do it for all eternity. The advantage of exploring the ocean is that you will see creatures that you've never seen before, and you will find all sorts of sunken treasures and foreign cities that are lost underwater. And you will probably see more exciting things than you will in space. So I mean, I guess if I had to choose, and this is based solely on the fact that I don't necessarily believe in aliens. So I guess if I had to choose, I would choose the ocean because I know I'm going to see some amazing creatures.
Good deal. I like it. Good reasoning. Gunny?
Yeah, Gunny.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like Bo said, the ocean, the scenic colors, the animals, the wildlife that's down there in the ocean. It's just probably a beautiful little setting down at the bottom of the ocean.
Okay. Right.
Well, being that I can't swim, or nothing like that.
Oh, we didn't say we had to swim because if that's the case, I'm out too.
Me too.
Hey, I would still choose the ocean, even though I can't swim. If I had to go down like the Titanic did, I'd be one of those guys playing one of those instruments. All right, bro, this is our last tune. But I love the water. I love looking at the water. When I'm on the cruise ships, I'm up at 2-3 o'clock in the morning on the deck, just hearing the ocean, just looking at how the water going. So I don't know. I like the water, but I just won't get in it. I don't even get in the swimming pool. So
space is your option.
He still said he wants the ocean.
Oh, you still want it?
I still go with the ocean. I'm telling you, we'll go down like the Titanic. All of us.
And, thank y'all so much for being on the show. But that's one of the reasons why I like to do things like that, and ask questions and kind of get you guys engaged with each other like that, because I do want people to see, camaraderie, the genuine camaraderie, and brother and sisterhood that we do have, So thank y'all for sharing your life and your time with me. I really appreciate it. And before I let y'all go, y'all got some questions for me?
Well, yeah, I guess I do have one, actually, since you did, ask. and everything. How did you feel when y'all played Baltimore?
Like,
In the championship?
or this past one?
I was just talking about the past, like we did in the past.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you mean like this season? Oh, that was horrible. They dropped 51, 52 points on us. And I was like, what is happening right now? I was very upset with our performance because I know we do better than that. If we were in the championship and we lost like that, then we didn't deserve to be in the championship. But
Right.
if you play like that in the regular season, like I don't know what.
Would you rather? Okay, what? Let me ask a piggyback off a Rain's question. If you had it to do all over again, would you rather lose in the championship like you did most recently, or like you did in the championship? Which way would you rather lose?
In the championship, like we did.
You would rather lose
season.
on
Last
on
season.
the last.
At least we know that we put. At least we know that we put forth the effort, and the only thing that came down to it was them guys having the ball last and doing a walk-off field goal. Losing 51, letting somebody score on you 51 points, and you only I don't even remember what. I think we only scored like 20 something.
I think it was like 20, maybe 28.
Yeah, but still, no, not when you was just playing these guys in the Super Bowl of the SFL. No, we're not doing that, and we won't lose like that again.
Uh-oh.
Can we put that on record?
That sounds like a challenge, Baltimore.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to ask her an SFL question as well. Not Baltimore, but name a team or two that you would look forward to playing the most in the playoffs.
The most or the least, Gunny?
Either one. Who do you want to not lose? Who do you not want to face?
Ooh. Well, honestly, I don't mind facing anybody.
Uh-oh.
That's
Say it with your chest.
We have the capacity. We have the team. We have the team built to take out anybody. And I don't think, honestly speaking, that there is one team that I would not want to face. Even Baltimore. If it was between Baltimore and us getting to the championship, bring it.
Oh.
And her test went out when she said that too. You notice that? Bring it.
Bring it.
And who's the best player in the SFL, you think? And don't say me. I already know it, but I just want to hear you say it.
You mean like the
best overall player you think?
Offense or defense, or just like
anybody,
one person?
Yeah, just one person.
That's tough.
Yeah, because it depends on. It depends on.
I would think you got to go offense and defense. You can't pick just one, because
just one. I just want one.
Just say Rain so we can move on.
Thank you.
Huh. That's kind of, you don't have to give me a second to think about that, because it depends on, like, is it like, well, for me, it depends on like what makes them the best player. Is it purely their performance on the field? Is it how they are off field? Are they active in the community? Do I know who you are? Because you could be the best player and I know who you are stat wise, but like if I don't ever see you, like, I don't know.
You got to go with the best player on the field. You have to see them in action, and a player that you say, man, nah, he's the truth, or she's the truth.
Like maybe somebody you think should be in the Hall of Fame that's not in the Hall of Fame yet.
Okay, say that. Like me, but that's a different story.
So then that eliminates Hall of Famers. That's what you're saying?
Well, when you're one of the best, not saying 21 is the best, but
jeez,
I'm just saying.
Dang.
If this was Jeopardy, you'll be out.
I would be because, like I said, my mind is going in 1,000 different places right now. I'm gonna have to get back with you on
Okay, I'll take that answer.
that. Anybody else got anything before I let you go?
What do you think, in your honest opinion, about the switch to 2K4?
Good question.
I could kind of see it different ways. Personally, I don't run Sims, you know. So as far as the actual gameplay, and the inputting of the 200 and some odd plays that you guys don't have to wind up putting in the books, and all of that, I can understand how that could be a hassle. I can understand how the perception is you won't really know what to scout for, because there won't be, seemingly, there won't be any, like you go from week to week, each week is going to have a different look because you have so many different plays to choose from. But I also think that's going to make it more of a chess match. I think it's also going to level the playing field for coaches and owners that have been in 2K, involved in 2K8 since the beginning, since like season 1, understanding and all of that, versus the newer ones that are just kind of learning and things like that. So it'll give everybody a learning, level playing field because you all are learning at the same time. So I think in a sense, it'll kind of make it a little bit more fair in a sense. Graphics, okay. Graphics may not be as crisp and clean as the ones we have, but if I'm going to get the right situational call, if I'm not going to be going in the 2-minute drill at 10 minutes left in the game, then I would rather have that happen and have a fair game than something that is questionable. Or, some people would say how we lost to Baltimore, AI glitches, things like that. I just say that they just had the ball last and they kicked the field goal. But some other people saw some other things that happened. But if you can kind of limit it, I'm sure it's never going to go away. But if you can limit it to have a more fair outcome, and to be more to be a lot smarter in the way that it works, then I'm all for that until something else comes up and then Cam moves on.
Good answer.
That is a good answer. And I actually felt you. I'm talking about with my chest out. I actually felt you when you said about the Baltimore thing. I went through the same kind of pain this season. It was a block kick, changed the whole momentum of the game and everything. And we even got the block kick back and ran it for the first down.
For a first down.
After that, it's all Baltimore.
Right.
So I feel your pain on that. Yeah, definitely.
I had completely suppressed that memory, Rain. I forgot all about that until you just brought it back. Thank you.
I'm sorry. Every time I watch the Baltimore
game, I won't be able to
game,
sleep tonight.
Every time I watch the Baltimore game, I look for it to happen to them. I thought that, things like that happen to Baltimore, but it don't. But this past weekend, Baltimore did take a crushing defeat against a lesser opponent.
I have my own theories about that, but I'll keep that to myself. If you want to hear about it, DM me. One last thing, Ashley, before we close, I have one more question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Can you play me a song on your guitar?
I can play the bass line on the guitar. As far as me doing like no, we're not doing that, bro. I'm not ready.
Okay, could you give us what you got?
Yeah, give us what you got.
Not right now.
No, yeah. Right now.
Right now.
The link I was sending you that I was actually playing. How about that?
No, let's do it right now.
Come on, Ashley.
You said if I had any questions, and that's what I want.
I also asked you to choose one thing, and you couldn't do that. I want you to make one decision. No, I can give you 2 and 3.
So what I'm hearing you say is you're gonna play the guitar and sing.
The hell? I mean, no.
Okay, because you did sing then.
Okay, now I can sing.
Okay, we'll take that.
For real?
We waited.
I mean, I don't. This is so awkward. Like, what? Strumming my pain with his finger,
One time.
singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song.
Okay.
Mm.
Ah.
Can I get the last question?
Yes.
So, out of all three of us, who was you singing to?
Hey, don't get your feelings hurt, bro. I'm trying to tell you before now.
Hey, I know her.
Why she be like? Why she say Gunny?
Yo, I was thinking
I got that record on a 45 downstairs in the family room.
Hey, Gunny sitting there looking all quiet, like I know she gonna say me. I ain't gonna even say that. Meanwhile, me and you fighting about it. She gonna be like, Gunny.
Hey, remember
that was
remember what
Flag,
Gunny
right?
said? Huh?
Yes.
Red Flag.
Hey, remember what Gunny
I
said,
got
right?
a quick history lesson for you. Alamo City Lone Star history for you.
Okay.
Our first game in Lone Star history, guess what team we beat? Arizona Scorpions.
Oh.
You know who we're playing in the playoffs, and she's going to throw you a pass? Ashley Jackson. She's going to throw you a pass in the playoffs this year.
You're right. I probably will.
Ashley, see, the problem is Ashley don't care about throwing interceptions as long as she wins.
That's true.
W. So I will sign it, throw it to you. You can have it all day, bro. But as long as we got more points to you at the end of the day, it's all good. Now, to get back to what you were saying, I was singing to all of
I ain't like that answer. Both smiling over there.
Hey, I'll take it.
It's the right answer.
Gunny like, yeah, I know the real answer.
Hey, because remember what Gunny said at the beginning, he also said, I'm waiting on a woman to take me wherever she want to go. So if you want to troll Gunny,
that's that old school player pimping right there, boy. What you don't know nothing about that.
Gunny probably got more game than both of y'all put together. Y'all better stop.
I wouldn't doubt it.
So didn't. I don't. He been in the military. He knows it all.
Yeah. He got some tricks.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Look, he just smiling. He ain't gonna even say nothing. Look,
I was gonna say, don't ask, don't tell.
Oh.
Oh God. But this is why I've loved the league so much, mainly because of the community. You know, the game is what brings us here, but the community is what makes us stay. So guys, thank y'all so much for your time. If you got any shout outs that y'all want to give, feel free to do so at this moment. You know. And I could start with Rain first. We look like he was getting ready to start already.
Oh, you know I was going to. I want to give a shout out to Houston, Mike St. Green, DR Sims. We're coming for you.
Uh-oh.
There you go.
No. Gunny, I know Bo want to give it, you know, he got to do the whole boom thing. So go ahead.
Well, that's what tribe he's in. He was in the Glorious Boom tribe.
That's what it was?
Yeah.
Thank you, Gunny. I appreciate it.
Shout out to the South Division. Every team, good to go from top to bottom. It's a pleasure being in the South Division. And the way that you see Bo Martin on this show, I met him this last year. He is exactly the same way. We had never met before. We clicked just like what you see on the show tonight.
I appreciate it, Gunny.
And Bo?
Shout out to the greatest team in the SFL, the Alamo City Artillery. Shout out to the owners and my teammates, the players on the team from top to bottom. and that includes Chad Stinson. Like Gunny said, even though he doesn't have a player, he is just as much a part of the team as anybody else. And we look forward to him sticking around in some capacity next season as well. Yeah, shout out to everybody from ACA and to all those guys or girls who aspire to join us. You know, we'll be talking more with you as the off season approaches. So continue to I would say start, but they've already started. Continue to reach out to us, and we'll be happy to discuss things with you. The two greatest GMs in the league, right here on the call with Gunny and Rain sharing their co-GM duties. They do their job phenomenally, and make my job as president very easy. And so I shout out to them too as well.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Not like you do much anyway. But go ahead.
Spoken like a true hater.
Hey, this is the best guy right here. This is the best.
Well,
I appreciate it, sir.
Love the team. Love. I have to disagree with you about being number one. You might be number two, but Arizona's always going to be number one. And you guys have a fantastic night. And I can't wait to see what y'all going to do on the field and in the playoffs and beyond. Okay.
Hey, make sure you have me on if we win.
That's a bet.
All right.
What am I going to say, Ashley?
Boom.
Boom.
Thank you, Ashley. It was a pleasure.
You're welcome.
Definitely.
Y'all come back and see me whenever y'all want to. Good night.
I will. Good night.
I just woke.
And welcome back, SFL Nation, to my fourth and goal interview show, where I am doing nothing but interviews this evening with some fantastic community members that have actually taken on brand new roles in their illustrious SFL career. Yeah. First, we are going to introduce Mr. J. Balmer. He is now the offensive coordinator for the Madison Lynx, which is an SFL team, for those that don't know. And he's also the fullback for the DC Dragons. Man, how are you doing?
Is happy to be back. And, back to be on the show for the third time in a row.
Yeah. And I'm glad to have you back. And it's funny because I've kind of followed you this entire time and just watched you grow, man. So we're going to get into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though it sucked that we had to play against each other, but it's okay.
Yeah, it did. I hate playing against my friends. But
definitely.
I guess we all can't be on the same team. I can't have Pauly, and you and everybody that I really like on my team. Otherwise,
I mean, you could have had me, but you pick somebody else.
Oh, see, that's Hey, Pauly.
Hey, what's up? What's going on?
Much, man. Everybody, this is Mr. Pauly True. He is tight end for the Seattle Nemesis, and now he is co-owner. Welcome. What is that?
It's my Jerky Pro. And you, Jay, and everyone watching can also get some Jerky Pro by going to their website and using the code Nemesis. Big discounts. Best jerky I've ever had.
Ooh.
I'm going to leave it at that. You guys can try it out for yourself.
I'm actually a fan of beef jerky. I love. I mean,
I just got it
like
today.
Or something like that.
I just got it today, and that's all I got left.
I might have to try that.
Oh, it's good. You gotta try it.
Look at you over here plugging stuff. I want to cut.
Hey, we can work something out.
Send me some jerky or something, bro. But listen, congratulations to both of you on, the accomplishments that you have made so far, and I remember having both of you on the show various times, and you're telling me what you want to do, you're telling me how you want to make an impact in the community. And Pauly, you are now, co-owner, a lot of responsibilities. You're also Cam's kind of right hand when it comes to Monday night show and things like that. Seeing you
I
every
wonder how that's doing.
right.
We're still 11, 12 weeks in, and I'm still just shocked that he even thought of me of all people. He said that I was one of the first ones he thought of, and it's just crazy how it all worked out. It's been a blast doing it with him every Monday night, and I don't know, I have fun with it.
Good. You should. I could tell you are. And I remember when you first started it, you were kind of nervous.
I was extremely nervous. Oh yeah. Again.
You need to put that on the shirt again.
So I use a Google Docs, and I started copy and pasting "don't say again" like 6-7 times in between my bullet points, and it helped. It's helped over the past couple weeks, I think.
Good. Like, everybody got that little nervous phrase or nervous word that they use, so I get it. But
Yeah. Wait till I start commentating. Yeah.
everything. Yeah. Jay, and now you are the offensive coordinator over there in Madison, man. How does it feel to have more responsibility and to really help shape and mold, the future of the SFL?
Well, this is the thing that I actually wanted to do. It sucks that Michael Prococa was not the head coach anymore, but I'm glad that James Waters is there.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough for me, but the season is flying by so darn quick. So I'll be prepared.
Yeah? What is it, May 5th?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I think it is. The SFLm first game, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's May 5th.
If it's on May 5th, then I'm eating tacos on that day. Definitely.
I know that's right. But for those that did not get a chance to see the show that you guys have been on, because you've been on more than once, give us an interesting fact about yourself. And I'm going to start with you first, Jay. Maybe something that you didn't say before, or maybe something that people don't know.
Well, the thing is, I can really cook.
You can really cook?
That is something that I've not said before on this channel, that I can really cook.
Really? So what's your favorite thing to cook?
I like to cook pasta.
Okay.
There's different types of pasta that I can cook.
So
I even made myself a homemade cheeseburger.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. So let me ask you. Now, do you hand make your pasta? Like, you that deep into it, or you just know how to put together some really good recipes with stuff that's already done?
Oh no, I'll figure out some recipes in order to make it really good for me. Well, for me and my family.
Okay. It's funny because I remember when we were in my server, Skippy had posted some of her cheesecakes that she makes. And I had mentioned something about like a cookie, like chocolate chip cookie cheesecake. And you was like, oh man, that sounds dope. Did you ever get a chance to try to make that?
I've not got a chance to make that yet. I'm still on the search of doing it.
All right, that's fair. I'm gonna check back with you in a couple months.
Oh yeah.
Pauly,
what's going on?
Hey, what's the interesting fact about you that some people may not know? Or?
So I know I've said I make music before. I know I've had a couple songs on here. I appreciate the love you show me in that regard, but I don't know if I've ever said that I've been bowling for over probably 20 years now, and I actually was bowling earlier today. I ended up bowling a 687 series in 3 games. My first game opened up with a 264.
What, bro?
Man,
I choked though. And the other night, I was in the championship match in my one league last week. It came down to the last frame, me against the other guy. We both had 2 strikes heading into it. He opened up with a strike. I opened up with a strike. He left 1 pin, and if I would have struck out in the game, we would have won the championship, and I choked. But
yeah,
hey,
I need to play against you.
you bowler as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, it's the most satisfying and frustrating game there is out there.
Listen, the only time I saw 264 was in my bank account. There was no way.
I bowled, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, I bowled a 277. I threw the front 9, the front 8, choked in the 9th frame, and then strike 7 in the 10th frame.
I mean, but still, man, that's pretty incredible. Like, I probably will never see those numbers, so I admire you for even for putting up that kind of stuff. Maybe at the convention, if we're all going, we can hit it
for sure.
Give us some.
For sure.
Jay, come on, we're gonna have to learn some tips and some tricks, man, because
Yeah.
good, bro. But that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Now, I chose to do the interview show because I wanted to kind of showcase the community members, and I want people to have an inside look on who makes up the community and the camaraderie that we have, and just the different personalities that. And so you guys are on 2 different teams, Seattle Nemesis and the DC Dragons, which are, on 2 separate paths, so to say. Now, I want you to kind of, up to this point, sum up your season. What do you think that you guys perfected or that you were fantastic in doing? And then what do you think that you guys could have definitely worked on? From your perspectives, of course. And who wants to start? Pauly, you want to start?
Yeah, I'll start off. As far as the Seattle Nemesis season has gone, we have succeeded in improving from last season. Sure, it's only, I believe we won 1 game last season. We're up to 3 wins on the season this season, so we're kind of getting up to par with all the other players and catching up as far as overall goes. And one thing that we need to do better is clean up the act all around and tighten things up. And we're going to head into next season full force. We've been putting in a bunch of time planning, myself included, as well as Doug Day, GM, best GM in the league. And we're looking to improve as much as we can and try and change things around here heading into season 21 and beyond.
Okay. And Jay, what about you?
To me, it's like a roller coaster ride. Like, you either win in this game or not. So far, beating Texas teams is good for me. For anybody that doesn't know, I really don't like Texas teams. That goes for ACA, Houston, and especially Fort Worth. You guys wanted me to break my own ankle before we started playing against them. Either way, it's a roller coaster ride, and I hope that we get a chance to make it to the playoffs. Beat San Diego and beat Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the standings right now, and DC is number 16, and Seattle's 23. Well, I don't know if this has been changed yet, because you said y'all was 3-7, right, Pauly?
Correct.
Yeah, I don't think they have changed it yet. However,
we are 5-5.
Yeah, so you pretty much have to win out for the rest of the season. So,
Indeed.
What do you think your chances are, especially going against these last 2 opponents? And Pauly, are the Nemesis looking to play spoiler for some people? I want to ask that too.
Absolutely. We just did it last week. Gonna do it again next 2 weeks.
Killing dreams, huh? It's messed up.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, y'all got that knife, so
Hey, so funny story. So I'm 2 seasons in with the team, right? I look at the logo 100 times a week, and I'm looking at the logo the one day. I'm like, that sword, it looks cool. Oh, it's the Space Needle. I knew it was in the S logo, but then I did not know it was in the Phantom logo. I look at it 100 times a week, and I'm just now realizing this probably 2-3 days ago.
Don't feel bad, because I just realized it right here on the show net.
Hey, that's the things that people they're looking at us. They can't really figure us out. They have this assumption of us, but just wait. Like I said, next season and beyond, we are coming strong, coming heavy, and I can't wait for it.
Yeah, because Doug said y'all was only gonna probably do what, 2 wins, and you already had 3. You know, superseding expectations. You know,
Absolutely.
Yeah, get more wins.
Absolutely. We got more on the way. A lot of them. A couple hardware trophies as well, coming soon.
Looking forward to seeing it. Jay, so DC has a chance, you know, to try to sneak into the playoffs, man. What do you think has to happen in order for y'all to do that? Besides winning, of course. Like, what do you have to change, maybe about, in your opinion, about the way you guys play in order to be successful?
Well, I mean, I don't want to give up the game plan already. Shoot.
Right.
I mean, even though I'm not a coach inside DC, I'm not doing anything for DC. I'm just a fullback. What I do is just block, you know, either catch a ball or block, pancaking everybody that's in my way. But I'm just hoping that we can get to the playoffs, even though we beat Houston and Alamo City. But we also did lose to Carolina. So if we have Carolina to lose, then I'm okay with it.
Now, both of you chose the positions that you currently have, the fullback and the tight end position. But I want to know why you chose it. Was it just that was all that was available to you? Or was there some kind of significance to that?
As far as why I chose to go with tight end, when I joined the minor leagues at the time, there weren't any other offensive positions, either quarterback, running back, or receiver, available at the time. So that's why I chose to go with tight end. And also, when I played long time ago, in like 4th, 5th grade, they always had me at tight end. So got a career stat line in real life, maybe 3 receptions, 42 yards all time. So I know it's a pretty impressive stat line, but you know, it's a position that you have some flashy plays, you make some plays, but you're also down in the trenches and just helping your running back get as many yards as they can and moving the chains.
Mm-hmm. Jay, what about you?
To me, fullback was actually the only option that I can go with because I wanted to play tight end because I played tight end in real life back when I was in school. Even though the stats that I have right now as a fullback is probably much better when I was playing tight end in high school. And I'm okay with this position. It reminds me of a little bit of Mike Tober for me.
Gotcha. I mean, you guys are important options when your wide receivers are jammed up. You got a big tight end over here to throw it to, or you know, if they are targeting your running back, the fullback is a great person to kind of fool the defense in going to. So I think, you know, you guys have definitely important roles to play on your team, and I have a good notion as to why you both were selected, you know, for the positions that you play. So kudos to you guys for that. Now, thinking back on the season so far, now this could be for your particular team, or this can be in regards to all the teams across the league. What was one of your favorite games to, what was one of the best games that you've seen so far? And then what was one of the worst games that you've seen?
One of the best games I've seen was that game Monday night, Atlanta and Indy. One of the craziest finishes that I've seen so far in my few seasons being here. And to call it, I was live on the broadcast, my jaw's like this. I was like, I can't believe what I'm witnessing right now. Another fun game was all of Seattle's wins. Always a good time getting a win. And one of the most defeating losses, we've had a couple this season in Seattle, but the one that hurt the most was Indianapolis. One of my good friends is over there, and he let me know it after the game. And hey, I want to go out and beat them, but can't win them all.
What about you, Jay?
Well, I mean, all the best games was all the wins that we had, especially against Texas teams. Yes. Yeah, you gotta love them beating Texas teams, man. Shoot, I love it. Um, Worst game for me was losing to a Texas team. That's Fort Worth. Yeah, man, we shouldn't have lost to Fort Worth, man.
Hey, man, sometimes it happens, man. And sometimes it happens to a team that you may not think you should lose to. I don't know if that's, being too confident, because anybody can lose, anybody can win, But hey, I can definitely agree with you. Like with Baltimore, I don't think we should have lost that bad. I'll put it like that. We shouldn't have lost that bad.
Yeah, I didn't know about that one. That one was tough. Really tough.
Right.
I was calling it. I wasn't even playing.
No, he was there with us. He was in the trenches. But yeah, so I get it. You know what I mean? So, and that's the good thing about it. You're gonna win some games that you didn't think you were gonna win, and vice versa. So I think that's the beauty of sports. That's the beauty of football. It is emotional content. You're gonna be invested one way or the other. So good stuff. Now, the dreams and the goals that you have for your SFL career, have they been met yet? Or is it still a work in progress for you?
For me, I would say I'm on the path. I'm very close, but I would say that they haven't been met until I'm helping a team win a championship. I've crossed off almost everything on my bucket list. So moving into ownership was kind of the last step, but the true and final last step is going into a championship game and coming out with a win and a trophy to show for it. And I believe we're going to be on the right path here moving forward. And I can't wait for the day that I can finally make that happen.
Good deal. Jay?
To me, my goals have not been met yet. I still want to win a championship. I want to be in OC for that team in order to win the championship. And I also still need to beat Fort Worth. That's my number one goal, is to beat Fort Worth.
They're tough. Fort Worth's tough, man.
Yeah, they changed.
Yeah, I know.
And I'll tell you what, the more I've been... Or go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, I'm surprised Houston was able to come back and get all those wins.
Yeah, so the more invested I've been this season and like actually following along with the standings and seeing who's winning, seeing who's losing, there's so many good teams in this league. So to be at the top, man, you're doing something right. And even for these teams that are like DC 5-5 and San Diego, like other teams that are 6-4, 6-5, they're great teams. There's teams that are under 500 that are awesome teams. It's just how the games pan out and how the season unfolds that decides everything,
Okay. You're right. So, gentlemen, why do you stay? Why did you join the league, and why do you continue to be a part of it?
Community, seeing yourself in the game, making plays, hearing your name called by the announcer. Just the other day, I was like, man, I'm invested into it now. I'm super invested into it now. And it's just, I can't get it off of my head. I don't understand what it is, but mainly just the community, the people that are around it and help make this what it is. Still to this day, I'm watching games. I'm laughing at myself. I can't believe that this is a thing and it is as big as it is. There's conventions every year. It blows my mind still to this day, 4 seasons in.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with the whole thing that he said. I mean, in the SFL, we are family. That's what it is. And I will always stick with my family, no matter what. Whether it's highs or lows, I'm always here for my family.
I have to agree. And I think that's one of the reasons most people stay and most people join. Maybe they're not a player. They decide that they want to just stay around because of the camaraderie. And yeah, you have your knuckleheads, you have your bad times, you have, your arguments and disagreements and things like that. But like any family would, right?
Absolutely.
But I think for the most part, for the overall, I think that this is a good place, to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, wait a minute. Okay, got it. So we're gonna go into some fun questions now that I wanted to ask, and this is kind of like personality. Basically trying to figure out your personality and let people know who you are at a different level. So, what was the last movie that you went to, and what did you think of it?
Oh man, dang.
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't know the last time I actually went to the movies.
Okay, well, I'll start. I'll actually start this one.
Okay.
John Wick.
Okay.
Great movie. So if you have y'all seen it? Do you plan to see it?
Well, some.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be real. Since you're planning, Pauly, if you really want to know my true thoughts, I'll let you know because I have to explain some stuff. I want to play spoiler, but they ended the movie very well. I thought it was well written. I thought that these fight scenes and the shooting scenes were over the top. I mean, bro, how do you miss if you hit point blank? I don't get it. If you right here and y'all shooting at each other, how you miss? How y'all didn't shoot each other? Okay. So there was some fantastic fight scenes. John has to be tired from the amount of times he's fallen off roofs, fallen off concrete, falling into cars and onto cars, falling down hundreds of flights of steps. Like, bro, I just don't understand how this man is still kicking. You know what I mean? So, and that's all I'm gonna say about that.
So if I had to guess, the last one I went to, I would have to say it had to have been one of the Fast and Furious movies. I actually haven't seen the last one. I need to watch it. I will say that they are as well starting to go way over the top with things. But that's what makes it so cool and fun to me, because you got Vin Diesel jumping off of a tank across the highway. It's cars flying through buildings. It's over the top, but it's just a great franchise and probably one of my favorite movie franchises out there.
I agree. Pretty good.
Well, I think the last movie that I've seen in a movie theater was like Bad Boys for Life. To me, that was a fun movie for me. That was really a fun movie for me. And I think they're trying to make another one. I'm not sure.
Oh, I think so. If I remember correctly, I think they announced it sometime last year. They were thinking about it, so it would be nice.
It's going to be another fun movie.
Do either of you speak any other language besides English? Oh, really? Okay.
I do, yeah.
What is it?
Tashi no namae wa Pauly desu.
So, is that Japanese?
Genki desu ka? It is, yes. I took 3 years of it in high school, and growing up, my second family is Japanese, so growing up in their household, they're always speaking it, and taking it in high school made it that much easier to learn just because I was friends with them, and I just understood it better solely because of them. Just being around it and being in their house, growing up literally my whole life.
Oh snap! You gonna drop some little bit of Japanese in one of your lyrics, huh?
Oh, I've already done that a few times.
Bro, okay, I'm gonna talk about that.
I don't know which ones they would be in, but I know I've done it before.
That is dope. I never knew that. But then I never asked, so there you go. Jay, what other language do you speak or kind of speak?
Oh, yeah, the other language I've been trying to speak for darn 2 years, that I have took 2 years in during high school, was Spanish. I've been trying so hard to just figure out all of that stuff in my head. Uh, I mean, I can speak a little bit, but it's still tough for me.
And I get that. I actually took 3 years of Spanish. I say I can. It's weird because I can hear a conversation in Spanish, and I can understand mostly what they're saying. But when if you ask me to say something back to you, that's when I'm like, it's gonna be broken, man. So,
Hmm.
but that's actually pretty cool, and that was actually my teacher's motive. Like, I want you to be able to definitely understand it. You may not be able to speak it very well, but you're gonna understand it. So that's really good, though. I like it.
So yeah, you can probably say this. You can probably say this. You can say "Como te llama?" You can say "Me llamo J Ball."
Yeah,
You can
exactly.
say "De donde estás?" which means "Where do you live?"
Hmm.
And then you can say "Estoy Virginia."
Exactly. Exactly. So you know the basic conversations that you can have. But when the language starts to speed up a bit, because I've been in that situation where I spoke a little bit of Spanish and they thought I knew it. And then it was like,
Hmm.
and I was like, okay, wait, hold on. This is kind of something. So my
Now
friends,
I do have to say this. If Ramos is listening to this, I'm sorry if I got that last part wrong. I should have learned more if I came to Mexico City.
that's why you got Duolingo. It's all right. You can start again. Um,
Yeah.
what? Hmm. If there was a movie being made about your life, who would you want to play you in the movie?
Mm.
Paul Walker.
Okay.
Hey, it
Okay.
just ties in with the Fast and Furious, same name. How could it not be Paul Walker?
There you go. Perfect. Okay.
I can't just really think of anybody that would play as my life.
Okay.
But the thing is that people will call me by a rappers because of my look.
Yeah.
Because I used to have long dreads. I mean, I got short dreads right now. But people will call me Chief Keef in during high school.
You know who I was gonna say? I don't know if you ever watched Atlanta. You ever seen the show Atlanta?
Yeah, I have.
I cannot think. I want to say his name is Dollar or something. I can name escapes
Dang.
me right now, but he is so funny, and actually, I can see him playing. I can see him playing you in that movie. If I could find it, I'm gonna put it across the screen so everybody knows exactly what I'm talking about. But that's who I can see.
Mhm.
Um, Aside from necessities, what one thing could you not go a day without?
This is a not a necessity, but one day without it is gonna be tough.
Mm.
I can't, man. It's so bad. I can't. It's miserable. I need to slow down, but I can't help it. But that's got to be my one thing, as I've been fidgeting with it this whole time.
I know. Jay, what about you? One thing you can.
Well, the thing is, I can go one day literally without anything. Like I can go one day without any technology. But thing is, I do this every day. And if I don't do this every day, then I mess up my plans every time I either go to work or whether I'm off. And that's I drink water every day. And if I don't drink water every day, that just messes up everything.
Okay. This ties into my next question then. Can you lock your cell phone away in a safe, not touch it for 1 week?
No chance. No chance.
1 week, guys. 1 week.
Look at that logo on there. It's faded, but no chance I could do it for a week. I don't know if I could even do it for 2 or 3 days.
Gotta have it.
Actually, you know what? I can. I think I can, yeah. I can give myself about 2 weeks and then I'll be okay with it. I mean, as long as you give me food and water, I'm good.
Oh, they should literally make a show, and if you guys decide to make this, whoever's watching, I want my money. But you should make a show where you have people that's in a room that they cannot have their well, I guess they kind of have those shows like with Survivor and stuff like that because they don't have
Real world.
Yeah,
Like
right. So I'm gonna think of stuff now. So never mind, scratch that. AC or heat? Which one are you giving up? You can only have one. It's either gonna be AC or heat.
I'm giving up the heat. Shoot.
I'm going along with that one. Absolutely. If you're cold, you can always warm up. If you're warm, there's no way cooling down. I'm going through it right now with my house. Today it was scorching out. So dealing with it right now and would much rather have AC than heat.
Yep, definitely.
All right then. You are stranded on an island and you only have 3 things with you. What are they?
Number 1, my phone that I can't put away for a day. And number 2, the other thing I can't go without. And number 3, my Jerky Pro. Can't go without it.
Got it.
You set me up for that one.
Jay, what about you? What 3?
One is a house.
Okay. Shelter.
Another one is dang, I forgot now. I'll say electricity. And then give me an AC. I'll be okay with it.
So your shelter, your AC, and some electricity. Okay.
Yes.
I've heard all kind of crazy stuff. Some people want to bring their Xbox with them. Like, bro. If you could have a chance to say one thing to the entire world that all 8 billion people that inhabit this earth can hear, what would you say?
So I know everyone goes throughout their day and some things happen. Problems happen that may be at a high caliber or a low caliber, but for the ones that are just little petty things that everyone is always too worried about, I would say that we're just floating on a rock through space. Chill out. Problems aren't as big as it seems to be, is that you're making it, or even myself, because I fall into that myself. But I catch myself telling myself that, just, hey, chill out. We're just floating on a rock. Go to sleep. Tomorrow's a new day.
Yep. My thing is, don't assume something that you should assume, because sometimes it is either a good thing or it might be a bad thing, but it's most likely a bad thing, because that's why I keep telling other people at my job to not assume things, because bad things will happen to you. And there's been some bad things happen at my job, and some people don't like to listen. But yeah, like I said, don't assume things.
You know what they say.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly. So if you had to fly everywhere you go for the rest of your life, or take a car everywhere you go for the rest of your life, which one would you prefer? Of course, within the United States, because if you're going across to the other side, of course you don't have to fly or take a boat. But like the travel, the destination.
It depends on what the method of flying is.
An airplane.
Mhm.
So an airplane, I would rather drive for the rest of my life.
Really?
Only time I've been on a plane was flying out to Vegas last year for the convention.
Was it a good flight?
Yeah, I had no complaints. My ears popped, and they didn't really pop back into place till second or third day of the convention. But other than that, yeah, it was fine. No complaints on the plane.
Same here, but that's when I got home. It would not pop. There's nothing I could do to just that is annoying. All right, car rides forever for Pauly. Jay?
I would do the same thing. I would take car rides all day.
Oh, okay. I just got something against
Well, to
planes.
me, the thing is, I'm afraid of heights. And yet I will still ride on roller coasters, but I'm afraid of heights.
I think you're afraid from falling from them. That's probably what it is. Well, I think that's where we all are.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, guys, if money was no object for you, what would you be doing right now?
I'd be out in Japan. If money wasn't in the picture, oh yeah, I'd for sure be out in Japan, just hanging out, living my life.
Yeah. Apparently he just stole my idea.
You going to Japan too?
Yeah, I'd rather go to Japan.
I gotta go there once in my life, without a doubt.
The thing is, there's some good wrestlers over there that I like.
Okay. I didn't know you were into wrestling, but that's good. If you could hire someone to help you, would it be with cleaning, cooking, or yard work?
Where does laundry fall in?
I guess cleaning.
You know what? I would say cooking, because I can cook a little bit, nothing major. I got 3 or 4 signature dishes. So I would say probably cooking to get some more variety in there.
Okay.
That's tough for me because I can do all 3 of them.
Okay.
You know what? Yard work. Yeah, shoot. I don't want to be all up in that sun, man.
Yeah, I feel that too. It's getting to be about that time, and I'm not looking forward to it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So there's a theme song that plays every time you walk outside the house. What is your theme song?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got the perfect one. Does everybody know Cameo?
Carrier?
No, I'm saying Cameo.
Yeah, Cameo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Word Up by Cameo.
What's the word and word up?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So then you're the first person that ever said Cameo, so that's good. Pauly?
For me, my theme song every time I step outside the door would be a song by yours truly, Pauly Jay, and it would be titled "Fearless" It's on my newest released album, Time Goes On. You can get it on all streaming platforms. It's a great song. I'm fearless. Whatever I do.
I want to say I may have heard that one because I do have a lot of your songs in my repertoire. So
Yeah, put one of the songs at the beginning of this video.
one of his songs? Okay.
I appreciate it.
I can literally.
She usually does. She usually put in the SFL Nights anthem, or not either that SFL Nights one or the SFL Action, the country song. My first and only country song I will ever make.
But it's pretty dope. And there's actually a few of them that he's made. One of my favorites because it's like a good song to have a conversation on top of. Like if you walk into like a bar or like a cafe or something. Maybe not a cafe, but like somewhere kind of like a nice jazzy place or something like that. Intro is one of my favorite ones to actually play because it does have like the nice saxophone that starts it off. It's pretty dope. So I'll make sure I feature that one in here for you too.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to find that song now.
Okay.
All streaming platforms, Pauly Space J. And there should be a picture of a baby is my picture. It was little Pauly when he was a T little one.
T little one. So, if you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? And don't say jerky, Pauly.
I gotta go with chicken. Any kind of chicken. I love. It's gotta be my favorite food. I like me some. So the chicken's obviously one of my go-to recipes. You just throw some breading on it, milk and egg wash, and bake it in the oven. 25 minutes later, you're all good to go. It's as good as it can be.
Okay.
And Jerky Pro.
I knew what he was going to say. Jay.
Hamburgers. I'll eat hamburgers all the time. You know what? I'll take that back. Chicken sandwiches.
You said chicken sandwiches?
Yes.
Just chicken sandwiches. Just is from a particular restaurant, or you just a chicken sandwich? Because
it don't matter which. It don't matter which restaurant. Just it has to be a sandwich.
Okay. Got it.
Quesadilla burger from Applebee's. One of the best.
That's
ever.
Definitely good.
The quesadilla burger from Applebee's is
good.
Incredible.
Okay.
I could eat that every day, hands down.
Okay.
I want one now. Really bad.
You can only eat so much jerky.
Yeah. Well, I don't have any more left. I just finished my first bag. It's okay. I got 3 more bags on the way because I used the code Nemesis.
Oh shoot!
I can't. So, what was something? This is 2 more questions for y'all. What was something that you were fearful of as a child that you are no longer fearful of right now?
Chucky.
Chucky? Yeah. Well.
Yes.
Yeah, it depends on when you started.
The Chucky that they're making right now has downgraded, so I'm not afraid of him anymore now.
Okay.
As far as for me, I would say when I was younger, I was definitely, I don't know how old I was. I had to have been pretty young, but I was terrified to go into my basement in the dark. I didn't do it. I refused to. So now I can go into the basement in the dark, and I'm not afraid of the dark anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Last question for y'all. What was the most embarrassing thing you've ever done in your entire life?
I got a couple embarrassing things. One, when in a Sweet 16 party, I was a little heavier, right? So the next thing I know, a couple of these kids I was around, they lift me up to crowd surf, right? At a Sweet 16, there's maybe 40 people there. And it's guys and girls on one side. So the guys lift me up, I'm going over, it's whatever. Next thing you know, I look down, I hear a bunch of girls screaming, a big circle that opened up, and I fall right on my back. Another one, it was not fun. And another one, I was performing. It was like my second time performing. And I get up on stage, I'm doing my first song, whatever. Next thing you know, at the end of the song, my pants are like near on fire, not burning, but I feel my leg being burned. It's because I had this in my pocket while I'm performing, and it was heating up. And if I performed another song, my pants would have went on fire, and I would have went viral. So I should have set my pants on fire on stage. So I don't know what I'm doing with myself.
Listen. It ain't worth it. I promise you.
I don't even know what I would have done.
Only you.
I really don't.
Only you.
Hey, what
now to say something about that first one. That first one, when you literally said that, it reminds me of Shrek 2 when Shrek just fell on top of a dog.
Yeah, it was not fun. It probably messed my back up growing up, and now I'm dealing with it year by year as I get older, and it's no fun.
I can imagine anything happened to you back. That's everything right there.
Oh yeah.
But Jay, what was something that was embarrassing that happened to you?
I really don't remember. It's funny because sometimes it's usually, well, there's a lot of things that was embarrassing.
Okay.
You know what? I think somebody has said this on your show about asking advice about dating.
Yeah.
And I would never ask my cousin about that ever again.
He gave you some embarrassing advice.
Yes. Because I tried to do that when I was young. I was probably in like 5th grade. And this man told me to just trip them and then they'll get your attention. So I did that for like a couple of times and I get in trouble for that.
You mean trip the girl up?
Yes.
Whose uncles and cousins, no. I think that was somebody's uncles that was giving them bad advice, and now you got cousins. Yeah, don't listen. Don't. That ain't the way to do it.
Yeah.
Ignoring them is not the way to do it, and tripping them up is definitely not the way to do it. So, but I'm sorry. I do have one more. So, if you could explore the ocean in depth or space in depth, which one would you choose? And you can only choose one.
Space for sure. It's endless, absolutely endless. You could go wherever you want. As far as say you can't die, you're immortal, and you choose to explore the ocean. Sure, the ocean's cool. There's a lot of cool stuff down there, but it would come to a point where you would see everything. Space is limitless, so you would always be seeing something new. At least that's how I'm viewing it.
Well, the thing is, I can't swim.
That too.
So the ocean is not good for me. I'd rather be up in space.
That's funny.
That one.
Oh man.
But there's a lot of things that we do not know what's in the ocean as well.
it's a world in itself. So, good stuff, gentlemen. I really enjoy it. And I have like 400 other questions like this. So, like, I can literally do this all night. But I won't. I know you guys got things to do. So, thank you all so much for, hanging out with me tonight. I really appreciate it. Before I let you go, did y'all have any questions for me?
Are you okay with us beating Las Vegas last time?
Yeah, that helped us, absolutely. No offense, Vegas, but come on. We got to work on beating Vegas now.
Yeah, y'all got them at the end of the darn season.
Exactly. So
I got two questions.
We got Baltimore.
Exactly.
I got two questions. One, if you could pick one Gatorade flavor to drink for the rest of your life, what would it be?
White cherry.
And if you had one choice of Jerky Pro, what flavor would you pick?
What flavors do they have?
They got all different kinds. You're just going to have to check the website out at jerky.pro and make sure you use your code Nemesis.
So can somebody take all these jerkies away from him, please?
The Jerky Pro, man, I'm telling you.
I guess if I had but to answer the question, something spicy or maybe peppery or teriyaki.
Oh, they got all of that.
I'll make sure I give you my address so y'all can send me each flavor so I can try it, okay?
I gotcha.
For me to answer those questions, I'll choose Cool Blue and teriyaki.
I don't know if you can see it, but I just finished the Cool Blue myself.
Good deal, guys. Well, if that is all the questions, hold on one second. So, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. And if that is all the questions, I'm going to shoot it over to you to give you the last words. That can be a song, a poem, or just a simple shout out. Right now, Jay, the floor is yours.
Shout out to DC and working on getting a victory against San Diego.
Okay.
Shout out to the Madison Lynx as well. We're winning this championship this time.
Okay. And I'm going to hold you to it. I'm going to be watching. Pauly?
Gotta shout out the Nemesis. The future is looking bright. I couldn't be more excited. I am going to go off on the deep end on this one and predict a championship within the next 3 seasons. And as far as the minor league goes, one repping my Albuquerque Adams. It's where I played, and also repping the Lexington Miners. I've been helping them over the last 2 seasons with their progressions and builds and getting everyone up to speed. I know Lexington went crazy in the draft last season, expecting the same thing this season, and I'm expecting the Miners to bring home a minor league championship.
I'm watching y'all too, so between one of y'all gonna win a championship, huh?
As long as it's one of us.
Wrong. Yeah. Dude. I mean, Madison and Lexington has been in a championship game before.
Hey, run it back. Let's run it back this season.
I hope so.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing y'all. But Pauly, one thing I want to ask you before you go. Why is being an owner in the SFL important to you?
Because from the second that I joined the league, I'm figuring out everything and just watching as a player, hearing my name called for the first time. Just the way that I am my whole life. I play ESPN, 2K, Madden, MLB, NHL. I don't even play the games. I just simulate and build franchises, build dynasties, and it's just something I've really enjoyed spending my time with. And the fact that I can do that same thing, but at a bigger scale, is basically what's important to me. Again, I want to help win some championships with the people that I'm close with my friends that I have on our team, my teammates. It's the full picture. And like I said, I'm in a 3-season period here. I'm about to lock in with this new game. I've already got a couple things figured out, and I can't wait to show everyone here next season.
Well, I wish both of you the best of luck in your futures. Of course, you're invited to come back on the show anytime you want to, sharing some good and positive news. And can't wait to see how you guys finish the rest of your season. All right.
And right back at you.
You'll see me be forward next time.
And hey, you already know how it is in my view on Arizona. You heard it on the Monday night show the other night. I think Arizona is going to get it done this season.
I hope so.
Yeah, much respect to Arizona, yes. Even though Eddie likes me. Shout out to Eddie Gaines.
Indeed. Y'all have a good night. I'll talk to you soon.
Absolutely, you as well.
Everybody, anytime. I want to thank all of you guys for taking the time out of your busy day to watch this show. As I know, it's a little bit different from what I would normally do, but I appreciate you anyway. I'm looking forward to bringing you another great podcast next week, y'all. But until then, y'all stay safe, treat each other well. For Bo, Gunny, Rain, Pauly, Jay, Striker, we're out.